We live Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah, 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit, and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got Decatur, Saturday, Sunday, Corey Davis. And underneath us both, man, we got Commander's #1 fan, man, the OG himself, Chuck Little John. What's up, fellas, on this Victory Sunday, baby?
Oh,
I know it came down to the wire with you, didn't it?
yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just amazing how the attitude just changes from Sunday to Sunday.
How y'all doing?
Football will do that to you, don't it?
Huh?
Hey,
Football will do that to you.
it will, man. It changes, man. It's a forever changing week, dog.
No,
You
I say the same all the time.
I'll say this here. I ain't gonna lie to you for
You know what I'm
years
saying?
now.
I'm like this all the time. You the one that's up and down, G. You
No,
buried down and everything.
He ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. 'Cause like on up days, we know how he be. But I'm saying these football teams can have your week starting off wrong.
No, they make it.
Some can have you starting out right.
Yeah, it make your week. It can make your week long. It can make your week short, man. You be hoping for short ones. You know what I mean? So, them long ones ain't no fun, dog. I tell you that much. Last week was a long one. What's up, James? Little John, fins up, big dog. Fins up, he says. Hey, man. Before we jump in, man, welcome everybody out there on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, man. We appreciate you all rocking with us, man. Remember, when you come to the channel, bring a friend, tell a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. Hey, I see y'all. Hey, you got a new cool you shirt over there, don't you, big dog? That green?
I've been had them.
Okay.
Came with the pack, courtesy of Miss Tony Smalls. Big shout out to her if she's out there listening.
Okay.
Now, I got a few colors, you know what I mean? Now, listen, what I forgot that we got to do, man. We got to, I want to add, I want to see if, there was a clip that my wife had found where a guy had, he got a podcast too, but he had on the back of his shirt, the little, the code where you can scan it.
QR code?
QR code, man. I ain't even think about that, but
that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Yeah. That's what I saw. Kanisha sent me something, and I didn't look at it, but I just saw the text in the what she sent, and it said she likes the end of it.
That's it.
What's up, kiddos? What's up, man? So before we jump in, what's up, Big Rodney? Before we jump into it all, man, what's up, Nadine? Welcome on. Let's go ahead and give a big shout out to our wonderful sponsor, man. None other than Mr. Alvin Jameson. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guide for you. The mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. There we go, man. Make sure y'all check my guy out, Alvin Jameson. Hey, let's go ahead and get this show started, baby. We're going to start right here. And big news in the NBA. Man. A huge trade has been made in lieu of what happened because a couple of days ago with the other huge trade with Damian Lillard. Now Jrue Holiday, who left from the Bucks in that trade, is now on the move again, going back to the East Coast, going back to the Eastern Conference, now to the Boston Celtics, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the trade itself. There were some key pieces I thought that left from this trade, man. So y'all talk to me what y'all think about this trade.
Was it a trade? Because I thought he was supposed to go. Like, okay, I thought Phoenix did the sign and drop, right?
It was a trade, yeah.
This is a trade.
Yeah. Okay. Brogdon and Robert Williams, right?
Yep.
And first round pick.
Yep.
So Phoenix never did the drop, is what you're saying?
Right.
Portland. You mean Portland?
Portland never did the drop.
No.
So Portland got Jrue. Okay. Somebody was supposed to do the sign and drop, but obviously there was no sign and drop. He worked too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay.
What's up, Steve-O? Welcome on, man. The details of the trade was Jrue Holiday going from Portland to the Celtics for Matthew Brogdon and Robert Williams III and a future first-round draft pick. I want to say in what 2026, I think it was, something like that.
I think so.
So those three players going for Jrue Holiday. I know OG. I know how OG feels about giving up a lot of pieces for one piece.
Yeah.
But y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Oh,
I don't know. To me, it makes me think twice about, I think the last show or show for last, we talked about who we thought was the favorite coming at the first for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now the team to beat when they had Dame.
Right.
But it kind of makes me want to roll back and punt on that now. Mm-hmm. Since Jrue Holiday has been added to the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be the battle of the East now, man. I mean, it's going to be. But again, I'm always worried. Worried about this many players for one. So this is technically 3 for 1. You don't know what that first round pick is going to be, but it's a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
With Boston, it could be the lower end of the first round. But still, you get like you
first
said,
round, yeah.
Like you said, you gave us some pretty good pieces in Brogdon and Williams. Mm-hmm. I think Williams the backup center, right?
Yeah, no, starting center.
Starting center.
Yeah.
So they gave him that. So I thought he backed up
Horford. Horford played the 4.
Oh, Horford played the 4.
Yeah.
Horford probably gonna go back, right?
Yeah, he probably go back to center now and put Porzingis at the 4.
All right, so
put a 7-footer at the 4 and put a 6'10" at the center.
You about to have a 7'5" guy at 4 probably too. And,
for who?
In San Antonio.
Oh yeah. He's strong enough to play the center.
Yeah. See, we're not even talking about that, dude.
I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying. It's not uncommon. Yeah, it's not an uncommon thing.
You don't like that dude, so I knew which way that was going.
I do not like this dude.
I'm about to say you don't like it?
Yeah, I don't.
No,
he
don't. He don't.
I don't have no problem with that dude.
Somebody, the new guy, the new number 1.
Wembyana. Yeah. Oh man, you was putting Wembyana down big time, man. Don't even go there, G. You was all over this dude when he came up in for a few games.
I just said they are trying to make this guy a superstar, and it's gonna take him some time. A lot of people are saying like, yes, baby, they ate. They saying like he's gonna come in and change their organization to make them a playoff team, and that's not. Get this man some opportunity to grow.
Yeah, not right the hip.
We only seen him play 2 games.
Right.
OG, remember that? Remember they played in the first, but he ain't played well. Then he played well the second game. They were like, shut him down. And that was just the NBA. Was it the G League season? That wasn't even nobody tough.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with G on that one.
But don't get off. Let's get back on the train. Let's get back on the train.
Okay. So in Malcolm Brogdon though, keep my man. I always forget his name. The guy with the big afro. What's his name? For Boston.
Did do
with the big afro?
Yeah.
Oh, bald head now. He bald head. Yeah. He bald head now. Derek White.
So he can be coming out the bench to take Brogdon's place.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're gonna hurt by not having Williams starting center and moving Crawford back to center, who's been playing forward. I guess we'll see though. But I guess that's what he would have been playing anyway. I guess because with Porzingis coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's not that big of an interruption to the team. It's on the plus side by adding Holiday. But
Corey,
It let me know who wants to win, who wants to compete. You know what I'm saying? Who wants this bag big enough? You know what I mean? And I'll be straight with you. Celtics have been making moves the past, I say about 4 seasons. You know, they've added more and more pieces to try to get better every year. They don't just try to go back with the same squad. They make some changes. I know Portland. We wouldn't have heard from Portland had they not had all these chips in Dame. But you hope that they are able to compete. It seems like it's just unfair. It's one-sided. We already know who's coming out of the East, in a sense, or the pieces like the teams that are going to compete. In the East. You know what I mean? I know you know more about the Hawks than I do. I want the Hawks to be in there, but there's no splashes. Like I said, there's no big trades. There's no big guy that's coming in here that we can say, okay, we're gonna add him in. Yeah, you go. Oh, okay. I said, how you doing over there? I just realized what you're doing. But that's what I'm saying. Even like I said, with the Heat, remember we had them up higher. That pushes them down a little bit lower. That pushes my Hawks down a little bit lower because they didn't make any move.
They didn't make any move.
Right. So it's I'm like the OG now because at first we were like, oh my God, Milwaukee. Hey, it's the C's again. They just gained more points with me too. So now the ads, I think. Let me see. Who won in this trade? Who won in all this?
Well, Steve-O says Portland won in this trade with the pieces that they have. And they brought in a lot of actually some good pieces to go with their very young but talented squad that they have. I still don't think it's going to be enough to allow them to compete for a playoff push. Yeah, out the West. Yeah, it's still not going to give them enough to compete.
Where are they? Are they in your top 5?
No. They're not even in my top 9.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Or 10. I don't think they might even be in my top 10. Yeah.
Playoffs?
I don't have them right now in the play-in games. I don't have them in there right now. We'll definitely have to go once the season gets going and see, and we'll go about that when it happens. But right now, no. So I think the Celtics actually, I give them the upper hand because they're in a win now situation.
Let me ask you this before I lose my train of thought on this. So for Portland squad, who's their main guy now? Who took Dame's spot? Who's they?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Who's that dude?
The other guard that they had, the little young buck that they had playing with him.
Had him last year.
Yeah.
Not just Anthony Simmons.
Anthony Simons.
I'm sorry.
He's their new guy.
He's gonna be their new guy, and they picked up they got the first round pick,
Scoot
and
Henderson.
they got Scoot Henderson, and then they have some more young nucleus people.
Youth. Okay.
Yeah, very youth. What's up, Snack? Portland is in the youth movement, so yeah, they're a very young team, not ready to push that envelope into the playoffs yet. No, I'm not with them on that. But for the Celtics, I think that move kind of boosted them up. Their front 5, their starting 5 is definitely going to be a problem in the Eastern Conference. They're going to be able to lock down some players. That pickup is I think is basically for what Milwaukee did. They brought in Dame. I want to put Jrue on Dame. He's not going to stop Dame, but he's just going to make him work for every point that he wants to get. So I think that's what but I think they lost a key part to their defensive team. And I think he was Williams. Williams was the center block of that team. He was that one who gives them that push down low. The guy who puts pressure on people who's trying to drive to the basket. He's contesting everything. So I think they're going to miss that part of it all.
So you're saying they switched that for more offense?
They missed that for more offense and more defensive presence because they lost Marcus Smart. Now you remember too. They lost Smart, who puts that defensive pressure from the point guard position. Now they have somebody. Yes, now they have somebody to do that and make smart plays. That's what Jrue is going to be. Go ahead, OG.
So now we're bringing. So he just signed Jaylen Brown to this mega deal. Now they're bringing Jrue Holiday. So now they're gonna So now Tatum is gonna be up for the bag too now, right?
Yes.
So how they gonna work that out? How they gonna work that out?
Next year, this gonna be win or bust because that's too much bread.
Yeah. Too much money. How they gonna be able to pay all of them though?
I'm saying somebody got to go. It's like
this. That's what I'm saying. So it's gonna be this year a bust because the team may not be the same the following year.
Yeah.
Because Jrue Holiday is worth what? I'm
not sure what his contract is, but I'm sure it's up there.
It's up there. Yeah. I think he had a nice contract. Contract.
Because if I'm looking at this right, like y'all saying, this gonna be like maybe 3 or 4 players at almost $1 billion. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right, man. Let's go ahead, man. Let's get on off this, man, and go into another hot topic, man, and that's Deion Sanders and Colorado Buffaloes, man. The Colorado Buffaloes play against a player of the year, a Heisman Trophy winner, led USC team, and he looked every bit of a Heisman Trophy winner. And Caleb Williams, man, had a awesome game yesterday. But it was a hard fought game by the Colorado Buffaloes against the number 8th ranked team in the nation. Y'all give me your thoughts. They took an L, but y'all give me your thoughts on how they played, and do you see this Colorado team as different than you saw them last week?
I'm a believer, so I'll let Corey go first.
Yeah, let's go with you, Corey. Unbelievable.
Wow. Okay, so look, the non-believer will speak first. All right. Well, it's not that I'm a non-believer. I did have them only getting 5 wins this year, but at the same time, I'm a fan. You know, I don't want, like I keep saying, I don't want to see the man lose. But what I think happened was, because I think he said Omarion Miller don't practice well or didn't practice well, but something in him, somebody had to step up. Somebody had to get up and make plays. You know, there had to be a something in them that said, look, I gotta stand up here and show them what I can do. Whether we realize it or not, I was looking at this. He still has a litany of number 1 guys out there that were supposed that transferred from somewhere, or they were the number 1 guy in their state. They were the number 1 this. He has a bunch of guys out there that's sitting on that bench, but they just don't practice well, or he's just not confident in putting them in. And then finally somebody stepped up, you know. I still think he should be playing number 87 a lot more. I think when we were texting, when I saw 87 and he was giving number 3 the business for USC, put him back in, give it to him. That was a matchup that they were like, we good right now because we got this big lead. And had they made the adjustment earlier, who knows? And then there was also a missed field goal by Feely. You know, that probably could have changed. You know, probably could have changed something early. I think, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be playing Neely, but Nada, he been kicking his butt off. He hadn't missed yet. But I think it's like you said, it's Feely. I'm sorry, Feely. It's Feely's position to lose. You see what I'm saying? So they played a lot better than I expected. I'm just glad they didn't goose egg it. They just didn't have enough time. And then I'll say this here. We were talking about this on our text line. Time management in that last 5 minutes. No, let me change that. Last 7 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah, crucial. They had no timeouts with 7 minutes left. You know, it's a lot of stuff that they got to fix. A lot of things that they did well, but then they probably could have had a chance. That last 7 minutes was just Shador. He was a little bit lackadaisical on the time, you know. So, I'm hoping for better things when they play Arizona State. They still got Stanford to play. They got a good chance of winning. There are going to be some more tough teams that they got to go against, but I want them to get 6 so they can get. You know, I think OG said 6 gets them a bowl eligible. Yeah, you know, get there, man, get there. I'm hoping for good things. Prove me wrong.
Yeah. Kanisha says, man, I know we say there are no more victories, but she feels like this is one. And Snack says USC's defense is still boo-boo. And Steve says, I will admit that Deion is getting the best out of those players, man. So OG, man, how do you feel about knowing that we are believers?
I'm just glad for one that after they took the mollywop last week, that they came back and just didn't lay down because USC was coming to town and Caleb Williams was coming to town. They did get behind, but they showed heart and they came back. And I'll still say this. When you get and I know Deion made a lot of changes with players this year, but when you give him a couple of years to recruit his own team and bring in his own players, we can see a lot of difference. They'll be in the Big 12 then instead of the Pac-12. But they've been in a different conference. But I think you can see a totally different Colorado team when he has a couple of years to do his own total recruiting and bringing all the players he needs to come in.
This ain't all his team.
I'm just saying he's been there 1 year, so he hasn't really recruited. I mean, he done a lot from the board and everything, but he hasn't had a lot of opportunity to do any recruit because this is his first year.
He's recruited. They just didn't. Nobody believes in Colorado.
Nobody believed in it. Yeah. There you go.
Right.
There you go.
But see, I think they're gonna start believing, and I think somebody put out there that Caleb Williams is the man. But Caleb Williams what did Caleb Williams have? Caleb Williams was 30 or 40, 403 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
He let off.
Shedeur Sanders was 30 or 45 for 371 yards.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns and 1 interception.
And most of that was in the second half.
Yeah.
He was getting killed in the first half.
Yeah. So, and like I said, that's just hard. I mean, they could have easily laid down when they were getting beat up on and not come back and stood their ground and gave an effort to come back. Like you said, they missed out the clock right there at the end, but I just think that Colorado gonna raise some things. I think they still gonna make it to a bowl game this year, and they may even upset and surprise another team out there. Because once they get Hunter back, I hope he comes back. But I know Deion has said that he is, even though Hunter's gonna want to come back, that he's not gonna let Hunter come back until Hunter is 100%. He's not gonna put his life or his career at risk just because he wants to come back and maybe come back early.
Now look, I will say this here before you say something, G. I'll be happy to say this. I feel like the game would have had a different outcome. Now, outside of Hunter, even if Shiloh were there at the safety position, because Shiloh didn't play either. Right. And a lot of those inside plays, that Shiloh normally, stops that guy that they had in there. He wasn't ready. I'm not gonna say he wasn't ready, but Caleb Williams took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? So Shiloh, I'm hoping he gets healthy also because they said he had lacerations to the kidney. So he had ended up having blood in the stool. So Deion was like, "You out too," you know what I mean? So, but it could have been a different story with like I said, with his main 2 dogs. That's 3 players that's missing.
Yeah,
with Hunter playing on both sides, and then Shiloh being that bona fide safety. What do you think, G?
I agree with everything you all said, man, and the fact that you said they could have folded their tents up early on. When they went down 28-3, I think it was 28-0 or something. It was early on.
Was it that much?
It was ugly early on.
In that first half.
I think when at the first half ended, what was 28-3 or 35-3 or something like that. It was ugly in the first half, and they stayed in there, man. 34-14. 34-14
to have, yeah.
Why does it take them so long to get started? You know what I mean?
I think these players are not used to playing at this level. I think, I think you've had a couple, sprinkled in there that have played at a higher, at a high level, but a lot of them came from JSU. A lot of them are transferred from a smaller school, and freshmen. And I think last week they didn't have Edwards last week. They had him this week.
Oh yeah, they had him. They kept playing. They played number 9 because he was bigger. You know what I mean?
And you missed that speed that he has, man. And so I think it takes them a minute to get adjusted to what's going on, and to block for Shedeur. Shedeur, like it.
That line, man, that O-line.
Killing Shedeur early on, man. Killing them.
What was the adjustment?
I think they got the ball out quicker. I think they got the ball to their running backs, and then they were able to run the ball. You saw them being able to run the ball. Once they started being able to run the ball, the pass started opening up, and then Shador was being Shador.
Now let me ask, why are they not starting number 87? You know, and I guess the reason why I'm saying this, 87, he doesn't start. That's the tight end. Was it Hollins or something like that? A big tight end. You know what I'm saying? They don't start him. He ends up getting in the game like in the second half. Now, then you got this new number. Not saying new, but number 14, Morris. I mean, I guess that's his last name. But now you got more weapons. You see what I'm saying? Now you got guys that can start early and that can get you plays. They got to get these guys going early, as opposed to. And I know he wants to play Horn. I know he wants to play Weaver. I know he wants to play his regular guys that he brought in. But if you need help, especially with these big teams, you gotta play your whole bench. You gotta go deeper than what it is. Like you said, number 14 had to step up, but I think he was always probably that good. You just wasn't playing it.
And you see, Kanisha says, man, even after that bad loss, he still had all the celebrities on the sidelines, and these people were at the game. Like he had T.O. there. He had this group of players there as well. I'm about to play. The whole Boston Celtics,
right?
Hall of Famers, former and present.
That was
Saturday? Yeah, in the box.
In the box, not down on the field.
No. But at some point they probably were on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're still gonna come out, man. Like I said, just because of Dion.
And that came with USC though. You know what I mean? That's still that's the lure of UCSC.
That too.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
Says if USC had a defense, they could win the national championship. They really could. That offense is legit. Yeah. That offense is legit, man. So
they play UCLA?
Who?
Colorado.
I think the next three games. Arizona at Arizona State, home to Stanford, and at UCLA.
Yeah. UCLA will bring
next three games.
Yeah. UCLA will bring another group of California stars, you know what I mean? Paul Pierce, did he go to UCLA?
Paul Pierce, no, Kansas. He went to Kansas.
Oh, he went to Kansas.
Yeah. All right, so fellas, man, we'll get off this college, but there was a couple other losses out there as well, man, in college football, Florida and Utah. So LSU.
And that dude called out Utah out of all his team. I didn't realize what you did.
It's another big game.
Yeah, all I did.
But he had to make the point that Utah lost.
He's a god.
Let's go to the No, they're on a bye week this week, man.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go to NFL, man. Let's go to the NFL.
He didn't even say Georgia. Yeah, Utah.
Yeah, Georgia probably gonna drop too.
Man.
That was tough, man. That was a tough one they played, man. Yeah. I think their schedule was too soft, honestly, man. I think they're not locked in because they know they're better than these teams.
We're not good. We're not that good, brother.
Dang.
Or let me say this. The quarterback is suspect. You know what I'm saying? I know it's his first year, but Carson Beck. It was 2 is good for me, man.
Stack said Utah don't have their starting quarterback, right? They don't have Dalton Kincaid. I know that much. I don't know who else.
What y'all think about Duke? Is Duke for real?
Duke
barely lost to Notre Dame.
Barely lost to Notre Dame. I think Duke has a nice squad, man. I actually have a one of my homeboys' son plays for Duke, linebacker at Duke.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Yeah, but the only thing about it though, the quarterback got hurt right at the end of the game. He left the field on purchase.
Oh man.
Yeah, I watched that game.
What's up, Deontay? My dog. He says, man, Duke is legit, man. But we're going into the NFL, right. And I want to start here. This is what I've just been seeing on social media.
Where we starting at?
Yeah, and I want to see from a Falcons fan, is this a problem?
Okay. I thought
So
I got to bring some shade.
so the Atlanta Falcons, man, they lose in London to a good Jacksonville team. But Falcon fans are now asking for either Heineke to come in or for them to make a trade and move on from Ritter already in 4 games. Yeah. Corey, tell me your feelings. I saw the game today. I know you probably recorded it.
I was up.
Oh, you was up. Okay. So
I ain't missed.
y'all tell me what you think, man. Snack says ATL needs a tank for
Caleb. Yeah. Now I'll be honest with you, man. No NFL team, and so let me go back to this. What I realized is, and I think I said this before. I gave Taylor Heineke a lot of props just in case this quarterback situation didn't go the way it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
I think I shouted that out once we picked him up. Now, this is the thing. What I noticed about my Atlanta Falcons fans and even myself, I criticize my team because I want them to win. Does he look good? No. You know what I mean? Especially even today. You know, it didn't look good. It didn't look great. Now, but we got to be fair here. You know what I'm saying? When you draft a quarterback, you got to give him some time. You know what I mean? The crazy part is, he's 22 years old, right? 22-year-old quarterback, and this is legitimately his 6th start, or maybe 8. I think 6. No, I'm sorry, 8. This is 8th start. Is that a fair amount of time to give a quarterback an assessment for his job? I'm gonna say no, but at the same time, the Falcons fans, like any, it's like they're fickle at times, and then they want to win so much, and then you key in on one particular guy, and he gotta go. Am I saying that? No. I mean, now maybe you'd be benching him and kind of give him a little bit more time or something like that, maybe, but it's just too early for me to say. Do I want to lose? No. Do I want him to make those mistakes? Hell no. But you want to, like any quarterback, you give some time. Hell, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Your quarterback wins way more than mine, and he gets way more scrutiny. Even for the good things he does. Let him do one thing bad. They look, he get it nationally. OG, you give him hell. I'm just being honest. Let's be straight here. This is my QB, but I'm using Dak as an example. Dak takes a whole lot of crap. And even in wins, they got Cowboy fans or fans like you who still will say he ain't do this, or he only threw for 300 yards. That wasn't great. You want him. I want my guy to be better, but if it does happen and they end up trading, I can't be mad because, like I said, he's been getting a whole lot of crap since he got there from people I know. It just I don't know if the Falcons faithful want to give him a shot because they want to go back to, like I said, Matt Ryan or
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen Matt Ryan. Like, oh man, we should have just kept Matt Ryan.
Yeah, then remember he's terrible. He needed to go.
Right. So how soon they forget?
Yeah, I seen that too. So to answer that question, man, I know he's not doing well. Should they make a trade? Now we did make some restructuring on a few players' deal, so we can make some room maybe for a trade. I don't know who's out there.
I saw somebody post something about trading Ritter and Pitts for Kyler Murray.
I don't want Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray hurt.
Yeah, he's still hurt. Yeah. I don't want Kyler Murray
for the upcoming season.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that because you don't know what he's gonna be like when he come back.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Kyler's a bad guy, and I know you don't dunk no Kyler.
Yeah, he don't like him at all.
Yeah, I know, right? So
y'all don't want him. Y'all don't want him though. I mean,
I'm just saying because he's injured. I need to see what he's gonna be like when he comes back before I talk about trading for him.
Yeah. Right? You don't trade for a locked storage unit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's in it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So-
a lot of people do that. A lot of people go out there and buy storage units. Don't know what's
Yeah,
in it.
they buy storage boxes.
Yeah. So,
But now I know next year we got some quarterbacks coming out. Hell, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think I said this once before, and I ain't gonna lie. Bobby called me and said the same thing. Just imagine. Now I know Dion said his guy can't leave, but what if Shador come out in a whole hometown? We got another Sanders. Who knows? But I'm just saying, it's still 4 games and we're 2-2. You see what I'm saying? And then we're still number 1 in our division. So we still it's not terrible. The Saints just took an L in our division today. Get through the division. We're losing we lost to 2 teams that's not even, not saying that they can't affect us. Overall, yes, but we still got the division that we got to worry about.
right. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Let's stay in your division, man, before we get into the OG. But let's stay in your division and let's talk about the surprising Tampa Bay Bucks with Baker Mayfield over there, man.
Hey, we got to worry about them.
Tampa's not looking like a bad team. The defense is playing like the championship defense they was playing like when Tom Brady was there. And your boy Baker Mayfield is not making those key mistakes where he was making before. Y'all tell me, are you starting to believe in this 3-1 Tampa Bay Bucks team? Shout out to my guy Reggie Taylor out there. the one Bucks fan I know.
Yeah.
Well, 2. I got no Andre McDowell too.
I said this while OG looking up that. So Baker Mayfield, they said during the summer, during the offseason, he worked with the ex-coach who's now the GM. What's his name at the Bucks? Cool dude with a hat. Was the coach, and then he stepped down, and he's the GM now.
Bruce Arians.
Aaron, he worked out with Bruce a little bit, and they say, Bruce is a kind of quarterback. Yeah, guru. You know what I'm saying? What better time to say, listen, let's see where your mistakes are. Let's see what Let's try not to Johnny Rocket this thing, be a gunslinger, and let's make some good plays here. And he does look better. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't hate. That'll be that from right now. What it's looking like, that'll be our Achilles heel. We haven't even started playing them guys yet. We got to get better before we play them, but they do look good.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have them in there. I think we had your boy. We had the Saints and the Falcons as the 2 top runners for this division. Tampa Bay is surprising everybody with that. OG, you want to add something to this?
I'm not gonna jump on the hoopla, the bandwagon, nothing like that.
Okay.
But they beat the Vikings, they beat the Bears, they beat the Vikings who were struggling because they just won today.
Yeah.
They beat the Bears who hadn't won yet.
Yeah.
They lost today. They lost who?
The Bears won today.
No, they didn't.
They lost to Denver, dog. Yeah. Denver came back.
Yeah.
Denver came back, bro.
What's the score?
They lost by 3.
Sierra boyfriend, Sierra husband won it. Oh my lord! What?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came through for you. Came through for you.
Justin Fields balled out and they still lost.
He came through for you, man.
Get out of here. Okay, my boy. Go ahead, OG.
No problem. Like I said, they beat the Vikings who was struggling. They just won their first game today. The Bears hadn't won a game. They lost to the Eagles, and they beat the Saints today without Derek Carr.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
but they did play the Eagles tough.
They played them tough.
They played them tough.
They beat them. Eagles beat them 25-11 in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, no, but I mean they got a last score towards the end of the game. Like it was like wasn't like 18-11, and then they got a last like yeah.
So I they winning. They're 3-1. You can't take that away from them. Mm-hmm. But still early in the season, so I'm not gonna say I'm gonna jump on that Baker Mayfield wagon right now.
Okay, that's fair.
You're right. Baker does that. The real Baker might show up.
Exactly.
Or the Baker that we've known. You're right. But you don't want to give him no credit for his offseason workout. His offseason.
Hey,
get better.
I give him credit. I give him an E for effort.
Because he's only thrown 1 INT.
Right. So yeah, I give him an E for effort.
He normally good for 2.
Yeah,
2 a game.
yeah, you're right about that. All right, so man, let's go here. Let's go here, man. To the OGs team. I think this might have been the best game of the this Sunday so far, man. The Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles, in a barn burner. Actually held up my game from being watched, man, because they went.
Oh, they were not leaving that.
I was like, this is bonus coverage. What are y'all doing? You get rid of bonus coverage, man.
And they were not. We're going to stay here, because we just don't know what is going to happen today. The Commanders are.
Yeah. It was. It was exciting. It was an exciting game. Of course, it didn't have the outcome I wanted to have. We had opportunities even in overtime. There's a call that was made. It's still questionable. I'm still not good with it. Call they made in overtime where they said in overtime. There's a pretty long pass and they said it was incomplete pass.
Well, he stepped on the dude's foot.
Yeah,
I mean his arm.
Yeah. I just think there wasn't enough to overturn it. I think if they would have called it a catch on the field, I think they would have left it as a catch. I just don't think it was enough to overturn it. Yeah.
But then, like I said, we still had opportunities. And when we gave the ball up, we just couldn't stop it. But I do give them credit for not giving up. We're down by 7 with a minute left to go in the game, one timeout, and drove down the field and scored the tying touchdown. And I guess that's just maybe the difference between the Commanders and maybe the Falcons core. I guess because last week Sam Howard had a terrible game. Sam Howard got sacked 9 times and had 4 interceptions.
But then this week,
I give him credit. He turned it around this week and let that week be in the past. It's gone. I mean, I can't do anything about it. But this week, he came back and had a decent game. I mean, a real good game. I mean, Washington played. The offensive line played better. The whole team played better all around. Our rookie defensive back got beat by Brown. But his unsportsmanlike conduct gave us 15 yards more to get down the field to get that tying touchdown. Now, what I was scared of, I got gambling wrong. So when they scored that touchdown, I didn't know if Riverboat was going to kick the extra point.
Nice.
Just try to go for 2 and win.
And what would you have liked them to do?
I would have liked to have taken my chances in overtime.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah, on the road. Even though on the road, because the last few years we've always played Philly tough in Philly. So, and I guess you could second guess either way. It could have been a hero or the 0. So he chose to go for the extra point to tie it up, but then we had the ball first and just
played safe.
Yeah, play safe.
Yeah, we had the ball first, just couldn't get down the field, and they got the ball and drove down, and Jalen Hurts had just a long run for a first down, and they got in field goal range on the 3rd and 17. They still got in field goal range because he had the
speedster. Yeah,
he hit the speedster, but I'm talking about the play before that though. He had intentional grounding. Because he threw the pass and there was a miscommunication between him and the receiver. And they said the reason they called that because he was being pressured.
He was throwing that away. Yeah, he was throwing that thing away. Yeah.
You think he was throwing it away?
Oh yeah. He was definitely throwing that thing away.
But I didn't think he was. They said if he hadn't been pressured, it wouldn't have been intentional grounding. It's just been a miscommunication. They wouldn't have thrown it. But and I got all happy. They got 3rd down and like 17, but they still got in field goal range. And
he was looking at Brown like, "Hey, go. That's a go route." Go. But let me show this.
He was trying to act. He was trying to
like, I meant to throw it.
Yeah.
Go.
Not that. Yeah, no. He was acting. Bro, let's play already. We talking about.
Why can nobody stop Philly's rugby quarterback sneak?
People don't realize that Jalen Hurts, he squats like 500 pounds.
Yeah, 500-600 pounds.
Yeah.
So he pushed.
So he's pushing.
He's pushing.
He ain't been just lean on it and just.
No, there is. Plus, he's pushing. Then you got to be pushing behind him. You're not stopping that. And his offensive lineman jump off way before the ball was ever snapped. They did.
Yes, they did. On the last 4th down, number 6.
Kelsey they wait for Kelsey to move.
No, he was hitting my man before Kelsey snapped the ball.
Don't even do that. Listen, they play the same way every time. When Kelsey moves, then they move.
Half his body was on the next man, and Kelsey still had the ball in his hand.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm gonna
tell you something, Corey.
See, both of y'all done been used by this play before.
No. I'm gonna tell you something though. They made a play doing that drive I never heard before. They called offside on the offense.
Who did?
On Philadelphia's offense, because they lined up offside. The guard was ahead of the ball trying to get the advantage on one of those sneaks. They called offside on them.
Hey man, I'm tripping.
No, they be getting away with it, dog. They be getting away with it for real. Like,
hey, listen. Hey, but then you give him credit on being able to squat 500, and they push. I ain't gonna lie, that thing move at least 3 yards whenever they do it.
Every time, like they could do it on 3rd and 4. I mean 4th and 4. They could do
4th and 4. And they go for the quarterback.
Yeah. And you know what's coming. They still can't stop it.
It's look, the Phillies' famous rugby quarterback sneak. We're like rugby because they get close and that thing push.
Before we get off of that, man, Snack says Commanders need a new coach. OG, how you feel about that, man?
You know, I said this last year when he made that change with Carson Wentz. But I think if they are not successful and are not close or either in the playoffs this year, then with this new ownership, I think he'll be gone.
Yeah.
And what I would love to happen if they let him go.
Eric being
I would love for them to do what nobody else has done, and let's give Bieniemy a chance to be the head coach.
But you know what? This new management team ownership might be the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if they do let him go, then I just pray and hope that they give Eric Bieniemy that chance. I think he's been well deserving of for the last I don't know how many years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Snack says, man, the quarterback squats 600 pounds. Kelsey is an all-pro, and the Philly quarterback is low to the ground, has all the leverage. That is true. And just to go back here, man, CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson are studs. They are both playing lights out.
Yeah.
The Houston Texans go and defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars last week, 37-17. Come back this week and blow the doors off of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Did anybody expect that?
No. You expected that?
I picked Houston.
No. Did you expect this at the beginning of the season?
No. After I seen them play these last couple games, I said, "Oh yeah."
But I'm saying, but Corey's question was, anybody expected? Nobody expected them to come out and be like this.
Yeah.
No. So remember last week when I said this team is playing like the San Francisco 49ers defense with DeMeco Ryan. Remember I said that last week?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
Yeah. And CJ Stroud is actually playing with a lot of poise because why? CJ Stroud played 4 years in college? 3 years?
Ohio State?
State?
Played 3.
3?
But did he start all 3 though?
Who else?
I think
Stroud came after
he came after my man in Chicago, right?
Justin Fields?
Yeah.
There was somebody else after Justin, right?
No.
I think he came after Justin Fields.
He came after Justin. But yeah, so he's been in he didn't leave after his second year. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got you.
He has some experience. And
Justin.
Yeah, the guy is playing really well for that team. Stack said he only played 2 years, but how long was he in college?
I think he was there when Justin was there, so he probably he had to be in college 3 years because he only come out after your junior year.
That's true.
Yeah.
So man, that Houston team, I'm not saying they're a playoff squad, but I think it goes. Oh, he's 4, so he's a 4 year. Okay. So I'm not saying they're a playoff team. I just think what I've seen with Pittsburgh and what I've seen with Houston, I thought that they would give them some problems. They have a legit defense over there. They have a legit running game, and they have some okay weapons on the outside with Nico out there. So Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz, ex-Cowboy. So I think they be all right.
Come on, G. Anyway, I want to ask a question to the Pittsburgh fans. So the Pittsburgh fans feeling the same way that some of the Atlanta Falcons fans are about their quarterback,
about Kenny Pickett.
about Kenny Pickett.
Who? Well, they'll get to find out now because he's hurt.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Steve will answer your question the exact same way. The exact same way. Snack says Carolina messed up on that draft. They said they should have picked up Stroud instead of Bryce Young.
They just went by the analytics. Analytics show, we all do the same thing. All the intangibles, championship winning, all that went to Bryce. Now, honestly, what will happen if you put Bryce at Houston? I don't know. Are they in any different scenarios or different situations? Now you got to look at it like this. That's the same squad that just the previous year they went through 3 quarterbacks last year, including Baker Mayfield. He was one of them. They went through. So, they're gonna have to protect that dude. He's a little bitty guy. They're gonna have to protect him.
Right.
So, am I saying that they picked the wrong one? No, like you said, it's 4 games in. You see what I'm saying? And hopefully he's still a good QB. He didn't do bad today. They just don't have to protect that dude.
He didn't play today, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Huh? Yeah, I thought Andy Dalton played.
No, they said he was playing today. Let me go.
Bryce Young played? Okay.
Why you talking about your team? I go look and see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not done with Pittsburgh. Offense.
I know everybody.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done with Pittsburgh.
People don't want us to do it, but listen.
Pittsburgh was super excited in that preseason about how many points they was putting up in the preseason. Man, look, that offense was stellar in the preseason.
Putting up major buckets.
Steve said a little off topic, but in the 70s, porn stars is the new thing in the
Really with the Falcons, I don't know what the hell going on my squad. It's like, don't cut it.
Hey, it definitely is, man. I think not Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, he started with that thing, man.
He did. Your brand Aaron Rodgers do it once a year, didn't he?
That thing's rolling now, dog. It's rolling.
And look, my defensive coordinator, he done cut his now, and then my head coach. Like, what's going on? And normally, white dudes, they don't wear mustaches too much. They wear clean shaven,
Yeah,
right. These guys started to get,
he was 25 for 32, 204 yards.
Okay.
204 yards.
204 yards. Okay. 32 for 204?
Yeah, he was 25 or 32 for 204. No interceptions, no touchdowns.
Okay. A lot
he was doing it, yeah.
A lot of thinking dunks. Okay. Steve said, man, that's why I hate when Pittsburgh wins in the preseason, man, because all the Pittsburgh fans jump on that wagon. They had a big showing in Houston too, and
they 2-2 now.
They had that. No,
Houston?
it's 1-3.
Oh,
Pittsburgh. You want Pittsburgh?
Yeah,
1-3, man.
3. We're mad at.
They only beat Cleveland, right?
Cleveland lost today too.
Yeah, they lost to San Francisco. They lost.
No, they 2-2.
They're 2-2.
Yeah.
Okay. Who did they beat?
They let's see. They
beat Cleveland.
They lost to the 49ers. They beat Cleveland and they beat the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders. That's right. They did beat the Raiders last weekend. All right, so my bad. 2-2, man.
So they ain't terrible. They ain't terrible spot.
They ain't terrible. And losing to Houston may not be as bad as the Cowboys losing to Arizona last week. So
or this is the question here. Could you heavy on Houston right now, or are we not paying attention to Houston? Are they better, or what you saying?
No, I think
you said you picked Houston.
I picked Houston, but
why?
I don't, because I thought Houston would give the Steelers problem. Now I think the Steelers was as good as they thought they were.
Oh, okay. So you didn't say that. You didn't say that Houston is.
No, this juggernaut. No, I'm not saying. But Houston plays actually here this weekend coming up, man. So I think I will be going to that game.
Now you gonna go?
I want to see it in person. I want to see this in person now.
Somebody come and get it, man. Somebody come and get it. You see how he do? But then when look, he would sit out and tailgate for the Commander game, though. And he got to go in. He's gonna eat hot dogs out here while Why the Commanders come and play?
All right, man. Hey, look here, man. So my Cowboys, we welcomed Zeke back. For the first time, Zeke Elliott comes back with the New England Patriots, and
Did he play?
Yeah, he did. He did play, man.
Well,
I mean, nobody really played well for the New England Patriots this particular game. I think they had
defense showed up for me again. I ain't winning, but
defense showed up for you again. The defense was very disappointed in the play that they had last week, and they took it out on the Patriots, which I thought they would. The amount of pressure and turnovers that we caused with this defense, man, is the reason the game got out of hand early for the Patriots. I think it was 31-3 at halftime.
And I thought that they were gonna do well, man. It started off and then he got scared.
Yeah. The pressure started. The pressure came, man. The pressure came.
Yeah.
Alvin Jameson, he said he was dead wrong on that pick. I think he said he think he made an emotional pick. His bad. It was very emotional, man. I told people that Deron Bland would be okay over there. After Trayvon Diggs, I think you're not going to be scared to throw to that side no more because Trayvon Diggs is not there. But I think Bland is definitely a formidable cornerback over there, man, and he showed it today.
But that statement, does that mean that? I know, right? Because this was just Mike Jones, Mac Jones.
Who?
Mac Jones.
We'll see next week.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I said,
we'll see next week. We see we have the same mentality next week.
The right quarterback will challenge that side.
Yeah, we'll see next week.
Well, he led the team last year in interceptions. That's what I'm saying. He's accustomed to getting interceptions. That's not his. He's not worried about that. So
we see next week.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got a big one next week.
Yeah,
we got play next week.
Them 49ers. Them undefeated 49ers.
Yeah.
But you know what? This ain't about throwing. But you know what, OG? This ain't about throwing next week. This is dump offs to Purdy don't go far.
Yeah.
But Ayuk will be on that side. But they're a run team, man. And then Debo coming. Debo.
Oh yeah, Debo going to do too much today. I think Debo a little banged up, but
they're banged up. Yeah.
But what about your guy?
McCaffrey killed.
No, I'm talking about G's guy.
Dak Prescott.
No, the defensive guy.
Michael Parsons?
Oh no, he's talking about
I'm talking about Parsons.
Parsons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Parsons okay.
He hurt his ankle, didn't he? They had to retape him today, right?
They had to retape him up. Yeah, they retape him up.
Yeah, then he had a busted lip. I saw when they were fixing it, and then he went right back out there. He's a soldier now. He's tough.
Oh yeah.
It's another guy that was on the old defensive line that was giving him hell to
Sam Williams, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Dante Fowler. Yeah,
I think it was Dante Fowler that was in that dude's face.
You got the strip sack.
Yeah.
Strip sack.
He was coming. And look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you start to break away, you can hear the dude coming. He turned like you hear it. Why do you open your arm? Like you about to try to throw it. Man, cover the ball. But I was happy to see it because, like I said, that was 60. Then he get the pick six for another 50 yards. It's just,
Yeah.
And I almost gave him another one.
Boy, right in J-Ron Curse's hands, dog. Man. Next week you'll be making an emotional pick. He said, "I'll be making an emotional pick, man." Look here, I'm telling you right now, I got the Cowboys.
We know that G come on.
We built this team for the 49ers. That's the reason we built this team right here for the 49ers.
What'd you say?
That's what we built this team for, to be the 49ers.
So this team, this wasn't the same team last year?
No, not our team is not.
You just got Gilmore.
We got Gilmore, we got Mozzie in the middle. Now, we got some different pieces now. Yeah, absolutely.
The 49ers is y'all problem?
They knocked us out the last 2 years.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got you.
We can play with Philly. It's the 49ers that's been beating us. So that's who we have focused our attention towards is beating the 49ers, man. So next week will be in the test. Will be a good big test, man. Emotional. It's not emotional. I'm just telling you what it is.
So y'all So even with the Commanders and Giants, y'all just finna run through this.
It's going to be between the Eagles and the Cowboys. That's I mean we know that in our division.
There he go being disrespectful again.
That's a little unfair assessment. I mean, y'all look, I'm giving you defense that, but how long can the defense hold up? Week after week, holding this team up.
We've been for the last 2 years. The Cowboys defense have been leader in turnovers.
But
that's not going to change.
It's two sides of the ball.
We've got. Oh, well, he's asked about the defense. He's asked about the defense. Right now, if you want to, talk about that, we're in the top right now in scoring points. So I mean,
the defense scored how many for y'all today?
14 today.
14. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not 14. Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14. So we how many we have? Did we have?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I know y'all did that 2-point conversion thing. What made y'all do that? That was a trick play or just trying to do something different?
They're trying to do something different, man. You gotta give people stuff to think about.
Now, listen, I'm gonna say this here. That's a little brash for me because other teams may take that personally. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just trying trick plays and getting.
That's the first half. Why not? They had 11 men on the line coming to block it. 11 men. Yeah. So why would you not?
Okay.
Shining when you can.
Hey, what's up, Joe? Welcome on, big dog. My dog says Mac Jones was playing for the Cowboys today. He was, man. Yeah, I can't even lie, dog. He was.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was I thought it started off well, and then it just went sour real fast. But
it's still early. Not so that you better than Philly, buddy. I didn't say it was better than Philly. I said it's gonna be between Philly and the Cowboys. That's what I said in our division. Albert Scott, what's up, big dog? Dan Quinn is doing what he does best. He is, but I think he's actually trying to take a shot because I think he's trying to say people will figure out Dan Quinn later on. That's why I hear a lot of Falcon fans always say, "Oh, Dan Quinn is good for in the beginning, but they'll figure him out."
that was a whole different type of coaching. If he just focused on defense, he was good with that Legion of Boom. I mean, a defensive prowess coach is what he is. He may not be a good head coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
yeah.
I'm not.
Snack says, man, Niners look good, and he means winning it all good. They do look good. They look like the best team in the NFC right now. Period. I'm matter of fact, they may look like the best team in the NFL right now.
Who?
The San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, yeah. They look good. They look good.
Hey, I know y'all younger than I am, and y'all probably grew up on CDs.
I had bags of tape.
So you know LPs are them.
Had to spin them tapes, boy.
Yeah.
You know what a long playing album is, right?
Yeah.
So when the long playing album gets scratched, what does it do? Repeats itself, right? Repeats itself.
Is that what LP stand for? Long playing?
Yeah.
Damn, I learned something today.
But you don't know what I'm getting at, this, do you?
He trying to say they're gonna skip and do the same thing.
I'm trying to say that what G telling me right now.
Same thing you always hear.
Repeat itself, and it's repeating itself, and it's repeating itself. We the highest scoring offense. We got the number one defense, and it's repeating itself.
I'm just answering your question. That's all I'm saying. You said it was two sides, right? That's what you told me.
But and then I just did that. You fall right into what I want you to fall into.
When I tell you what the two sides are, then you're gonna say I'm just repeating myself.
You do. You are.
What you want me to tell you? I'm just telling you what it is.
Hey,
we'll see.
Do y'all remember the comedian Robert Harris? When he said when he knew he was finna get his butt whipped when his mom go, hey, go get the record, go get that James Brown record, whatever was it. He said, I whoop you when I wanna beat your butt too. He said, I do all these things because I think I love you. Then he said, that's when the record starts skipping. Love you. He said, I threw that record away.
Alvin said, do I think San Francisco is better than Kansas City? Yeah, absolutely. I don't even think Kansas City is the best team out there. I think Kansas City might not even be top 5 right now. Like
in the AFC.
period. I'm in the league. In the league.
Hey, real quick, what we think about Cincinnati?
More needs to be talked about on Cincinnati, man. More needs to be talked about with that Cincinnati team. I don't know how we just get the brush the way Burrow is playing over there under the rug. After people always want to talk about money, and when people make money and get all this money and how they're supposed to play now.
That calf killing him though, man.
I'm just saying, I told you all this when he came back for the regular season. I didn't think he was right.
He was still hurt. Yeah.
And he not right. So they gonna have to bite the bullet and sit that dude down. They get right.
Yeah. Because they had him on that little thing, you know, banging that calf today, man.
Yeah, and then he killing me in fantasy, getting 4 points.
But that's what I'm saying. How bad can a calf be? You know, when you got to continuously keep putting that little thing on him all day, or the electrolysis and all that. What's going on with it? Is it torn?
It's something wrong with it. He had to come off the field and do that all the time.
Yeah.
Dak played with it last year. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
No, Dak didn't play like on the calf.
We had the same injury. Yeah, he had the same injury. After matter of fact, what game was it?
He did, man. No, he
did. He did. He strained the same calf, man. So I'm just saying, dog. I mean, I know y'all don't like to listen to it.
I'm saying, you make your guy look like Superman. Yeah, that got the same injury. You know what I'm saying? He played through. You know, it did 12 wins last year.
But you know what though? He gets on me when I start talking about last year. He get all over me.
I'm just comparing the injuries. I'm just telling you what it does to your quarterback.
How many weeks are we into the season? 4. So why is it just not coming out now?
Oh no, it was out last year.
No. How about you saying it?
Because I don't bring in injury. If my quarterback is out there, then you playing. He's out there. But so you brought up his calf can't be right. He's playing. If you're not right, don't sit out there.
I've been saying it the whole time, but my point is why is it taking you 4 weeks to say that Dak had the same injury?
Because you've never said it. I mean, we never said anything about his calf. I mean, come on, man.
How long was this injury bugging him though? Just a few weeks.
Who? Dak?
Yeah.
It lasted all the way through, I guess, the playoffs or whatever it was. It happened like late in the season, when it happened. So, yeah. So I mean, it's okay though. I mean, y'all don't have to agree with me or not.
I'm just asking. I mean, like you said, we didn't know anything about this until now.
KC Snack says KC is better than the Cowboys. Let's go here. Keep sleeping on Andy and Patrick. I'm not sleeping on them. I'm just saying they're not playing as good. Come on, y'all. Like we all see it. We can't just keep going back to they won a Super Bowl last year. The team right now is not looking like the Super Bowl team they were before. We all know that. Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm not saying they're not gonna make it back to the Super Bowl, but they don't look like the powerhouse they were last year. And it's early though. So yeah, I mean it's early.
Last week I think it may have been consensus last week. Cowboys were the favorite in the NFC. Now we're moving to 49ers this week.
I don't know. Did we say Cowboys was it?
I think we did last week. You know, they were the better all-around team last week when we talked about this on Sunday. Did we not?
I don't think we did. I maybe y'all did after I got off in Arizona. Maybe we all did. I don't know. I can't remember.
I know one thing. This podcast won't go this long next week.
No, won't.
Hey, y'all, let's go ahead and talk real fast. 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it in, man. Let's get it in.
How about WNBA?
Oh, we didn't get into what we call it, Buffalo and Miami.
Nope.
That was a hell of a game too, man.
See, there go that shade.
We all picked Miami. Buffalo came out and proved they was telling, hey, y'all keep on putting Miami up there.
Diggs.
We the best out here. We the best out here.
Your boy was falling better. You right about that. He,
Hey, he's falling better, man.
he put his arm up one, like trying to.
Yeah.
It did maybe that judo.
Is that Buffalo team? Is that the team in the AFC that everybody should be worried about? No.
It's up and down. I mean, they have it. They played good against us, so we played bad. They did beat a good Miami team this week, but 4 weeks into the season, am I saying they're the best out there? They still tied, even though they beat Miami, they're still both 3-1. So it's still early.
Okay, that's fair.
Ravens 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
The Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
But you say AFC though, right?
It was the AFC. We're talking about AFC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's up in the air for the AFC. Is that what you're saying? We can't pick a definitive group just yet because every week somebody doing something different.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the AFC is kind of like the NFC right now. I think you got 3 teams. For me.
Okay.
Maybe 4 teams. I'll put 4 teams. I like Detroit. I like what Detroit is doing out there.
So you put them in at number 4 in the NFC?
I'll put them at 4. Yeah, I'll put them at 4.
So in no particular order, where you going?
San Fran, Dallas, Philly, and Detroit. Those are my top 4 teams.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said they got the
AFC, Buffalo,
yes.
Miami,
Ravens. No. Okay. Kansas City.
I would put Kansas City up there.
Hold up, wait, you now you got me. So you just said 2. So
He's saying Buffalo and Miami. He's not saying the Ravens.
Right. So
he questioned on Kansas City.
That's what I'm saying. So
technically, he don't have 4.
Ain't no 4.
Right now, I think the 2 best. So I think the AFC is a little closer than what the NFC is a little closer than what the AFC is, as far as how well they're playing. I think Baltimore and KC are playing at the same level, but I think Buffalo and Miami are playing on a different level than what KC and Baltimore are playing on.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so you got 2 legit on the AFC. Let's keep it funky right there on these 2. Give me your 2 legitimate teams in the NFC.
49ers and Cowboys.
You know where I was going for.
I'm not finna do that. I won't do that. Okay.
You know where I was going.
Yeah. Steve said the same thing. And this coming from a Pittsburgh fan. Same thing.
But the 2 teams that's ahead of you hadn't had a loss yet.
Mm-hmm. No, there's only one team. That I didn't pick. That was Philly.
Right, but your team is the only one with 1 loss in that top, right?
Yeah.
So there's 2 undefeated teams still left.
Right.
And your team is better than both of those 2 undefeated teams. One of them. I think my team is better than Philly. That's okay. That's what I think. You get your shot. Shot.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: just for what they call it for its and giggles.
Yeah.
You take an L this week to change your level. If you take one to 49ers coming up, because it's gonna be a good game, without a doubt.
It's gonna be a barn burner. You best believe.
It's gonna be good. You should have bought a ticket to this game.
Look here. I was thinking about it. I got some partners of mine going out there. I was thinking about it, though. I was definitely thinking about it.
It's in San Fran.
San Fran. I ain't never been out there either, man. I wanted to go. God dang it. So Steve will say he actually agree, man. So give me your 2 teams in the AFC, man. Give me your 2 teams.
In the AFC for me, like I say, I was, remember I jumped on Miami, but they showed me something different this week. Now they still scored. They didn't lay down. But at the same time, I get them. So it's like a 1-8 beat because I want to stick the Ravens in there a little bit. You know what I mean? I
said, give me 2 teams. Yeah, I ain't heard not one team you picked yet.
I did. Buffalo and Miami.
Okay, there we go. That's what I want to hear. All right.
My 2 teams are Miami and Kansas City because I'm not sold on Josh Allen in the pressure situations. I'm not sold on it.
Okay.
I'm not thinking that he gonna be the guy that can do a Pat Mahomes when it comes down to the clutch situations.
Fair. Do you think this Kansas City team is as good as his as it was last year?
They may not be as good as I don't think they are good as last year. But whenever you got a Pat Mahomes, you can't count them out.
Okay. Do you think this Buffalo team is better than they were last year?
It's about the same team. I mean, who they added?
Cook, ain't it?
Yeah, they got to run it. They got a running game now.
Yeah.
But they didn't really have one before.
Yeah, but Miami had a downside today. But Miami got 3 players on that team. If you get them hands, they gone.
Hey, they got some speedsters,
including the running back.
They got some speedsters. But one thing I have. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead. Good.
I was about to say the one thing I have noticed is there is a way to kind of slow them down. I've seen it happen twice now.
I know. I got one other thing too. You tell me yours.
And Belichick has done it against them, and now Buffalo has done it against them, as well.
Okay. What's yours?
You have to let them play underneath, and because they like the big play. You know they want to get the big play. They like the splash plays.
Yeah.
If you make them play underneath and make them go down the field slowly, they're gonna get impatient. And so
then somebody told me this: cold weather will be their Achilles heel.
Ooh.
And that's I said, okay, we'll see. Tua is a warm, he's from warm weather guy, but he has yet to be tested in cold weather, like that on a consistent basis. So maybe let's say going up to Arrowhead or going up to,
they don't have any domes in AFC.
But they already played Buffalo.
But not in the playoffs though.
Right.
Yeah, in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh. Okay. All right, man. Let's go ahead and go to the WNBA, man, and our last topic. And so we have it. As we called it at the beginning of the WNBA season. It has now come to the New York Liberty versus the Las Vegas Aces. And the two best teams in the league, they mount up and they go head to head. I believe Las Vegas Aces have home field advantage or home court advantage. So it will be starting in Las Vegas, man. Let's go ahead and make our picks for this series. They did. You right about that, Snack.
Is Candace Parker playing? I mean, she back? Is she, is she trying to make a playoff appearance in the finals?
That don't mean no difference with your pick. You don't need to ask that.
Answer the question, man. I can't answer the question.
Don't worry about who on that team. Just go ahead and
you are so defensive when
y'all know why I'm defensive.
Look, you already okay. You act like me and G would have been lying to you all season. This is what we expected to happen. This is why they put that team together. If they didn't, who would have been playing? They would have mollywopped whoever else would have been there. This is why they put that team together. Hold up,
y'all. Look, hey, we are proud of you, Steve-O. Y'all be proud to watch a few whole WNBA games on Friday, man. That's what's we have made a what did they say?
Impact.
There you go. We have made an impact on somebody out there. Steve-O, man.
I was the first.
That's awesome, bro.
Welcome to look. I was the same way, Steve-O. Welcome to it. WNBA and golf. I had to kind of, I did the same thing. Yeah.
That actually brought a tear to my eye, man. That's awesome.
It wasn't too bad.
That's awesome. Pee Wee says, man, go Liberty and this year's MVP.
That's fine. And I'm accustomed to this.
I always saying that, G, if they didn't put this team together to do this, to put this stand, to make this stand, they were just gonna run through it and win another one. Your girl was gonna win another MVP with uncontested. This is why they did that. This is why them girls say, listen, if they're gonna put this super team together, let's put together a group, not a super team, a group of girls that can kind of compete.
So why do you call them one team a super team and not calling the other one a super team?
Because everybody called it a super team. With Candace Parker.
No. Y'all call them a super team. But now with New York Liberty, when they add pieces to theirs, they're not building the super team. They're just putting a team together.
Yes, because nobody was talking about them.
I was talking about the whole time when they was putting this team together. UNG wasn't. Y'all wasn't hearing it.
Okay, you ever heard of like the Bad News Bears or like some, hey man, listen, we gotta do something. The Aces knew what they were doing. The swag and all that has always been on that side. New York wasn't doing that. Somebody had to go. Listen, let's pick a spot. Candace just left. I gotta go somewhere. Why don't you come over here with me? Cool.
They had a nephew and
it wasn't playing.
Was already there. Then they added Stewart and they added the young lady from Chicago. So they built their team too.
They had to go because the Candace dipped on them. They didn't plan. If Candace would have stayed, they would have stayed in Chi-Town.
So if Candace went and jumped off a bridge, they gonna fall off that bridge too?
No, they would have looked over and go, "Hey, why did you do that?"
So they wouldn't done it then, would they?
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, this, like I said, me and G, this is what we picked. They did this so they could, to have a chance at the title.
So OG, you going Aces, right? Snack says, man, if New York hits their threes, they can upset the Aces. If Ozzy keeps beasting inside, Aces are going back to back.
And speaking about beasting inside, becomes the first WNBA player in playoff history to score 25 points in the paint in multiple times.
My Asian?
In the paint. I ain't outside trying to shoot no threes and trying to stay away from the bruising going on. I'm in here making it happen.
Yeah, she's a bruiser down there, man. She's
blue collar.
Yeah, she's physical.
Yeah, she bring a lunch pad.
Okay.
I try to take that MVP from my girl, but that's all right. I'm trying to copy Coco's speech. That's all right.
Wait till next year. Who coming next year?
Who coming?
Oh,
I ain't gonna do that with you.
Gonna do that.
Who coming?
I'm under the one talking about. It's all right, dude. But let's get back. Let's stay on topic. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not hating on the Aces, but I want to see a new champ.
So I would hate to see what your hate looks like then. If you're not hating, I want to see what your hate looks like.
You take honesty for being hatred. I don't dislike the Aces. I'm just saying.
But you said they didn't build a super team. They did.
Listen, they did get an MVP out of it.
Vandersloot and Stewart came there with Nesco and Jacquel Jones. That was already there.
Stewie. I hope Stewie goes out with an MVP and championship.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to Liberty as well, man. I got
That's
the Liberty.
Liberty.
Steve-O said, I love a blue-collar woman, especially on the court. And Snack says, Angel Reese, that's who y'all talking about?
No,
they ain't Angel.
Not look.
They said, why y'all want to see a new champion?
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to see something,
Kanisha, they don't want me to pull my trump card on here, but I'm gonna wait to my other friend is on here too before I pull that trump card.
Who your other friend?
That'd be Crystal.
She on here.
She on here now?
Yeah, she on there. She watching.
So Kanisha and Crystal. I want y'all to go check out these starting lineups for these two teams. And let me know what y'all think.
So now you doing what you doing? Chocolate.
I just say check out the starting lineup. That's all I said.
What are you doing?
I just said check out the starting lineup.
What are you doing? We know what you do. He doing chocolate.
But I don't think that got nothing to do with anything. That's the WNBA. This is a
check out the
professional
starting
team.
lineup. Check out the starting.
This ain't AAU ball.
Y'all remember me saying it?
This ain't AAU ball.
Do y'all want me to say it or not? Carl, why you shaking your head, man?
Because I know it.
Don't say it.
Don't you even do it. You making a little David snack cake. He doing what?
Yeah, this don't even go together.
Y'all want me to do it or not?
This don't even go together.
We going with the best ball players. We never going there none this year.
That never has anything to do with anything, OG.
What I'm talking about?
Boy, you trashy, man. You gotta leave, boy. ladies and gentlemen, let's not go there. You know, if you team Asia, I get it. You know, but I'm team Stewie because she can shoot. This girl can hoop. You know what I mean?
Asia can't hoop.
Asia can hoop. All right, we just said that she bring her lunch pail. She down in the bottom. You know,
Stewart just got her second MVP. That's why they give it to Asia. Stewart had to catch up.
OG, we can like two or more people on the team in the NBA, man, WNBA, man. It don't have to be one or the other.
I'm not saying you can't.
I was like.
So who did y'all like Aces?
He said, I like Stewie. Oh, why? Because RJ ain't no good.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
He said
he likes Stewart because she a baller.
I said she can hoop. I said I like her.
Yeah, she can hoop. Hoop, baller, same thing. So my question is that Asia can't hoop. Asia can't.
I did not say that. I said
that's the question. That's the question.
She can hoop. You know, you just said she only 20 footers down in the paint.
So let me ask you this thing. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Then we can go ahead and end this show. So why are y'all team Stewart and not team Asia?
I think we were last year.
No,
I changed it.
I'm not talking about last year.
This year?
Right now. Why?
Okay. I think now this is just me. I ain't gonna speak for G. When we first started this in the beginning, we thought that it watered down the league whenever Candace Parker moved to the Aces, a la Kevin Durant. When you go to a team that's already stacked, that's all. Like I said, without Candace Parker, they would have still been here. Candace Parker
still there.
Yeah.
I'm saying they still here. Candace Parker should have stayed her butt in Chi-Town and fought. You know what I'm saying? That's what she should have. It just turned us. Let me change. I'm sorry. It turned me off that you went along with the juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? And then you had other girls that had to make a choice of somewhere else to go.
Yeah,
that's how I looked at it.
Okay,
I'm the same way.
Ask me why.
I come back with that rebuttal for that statement.
I'm just saying. You asked that.
I'm the same way. I think Corey and I were on the same thing. Like we felt like you did a Kevin Durant. You went and tried to stack a team and to win. A team that was already a champion the year before. Like, and y'all try to build another team. Y'all try to.
Okay.
So I that's why I felt that way.
Okay, so y'all have yet to tell me what is the difference. Okay, so the Aces had 4 players that's already there. They added 1, right?
So they got 5, right?
Right. So they got 5.
Okay.
So the New York Liberty had a Nescu and Jacqueline Jones, and they've added 2. They added Stewart and they added Vandersloot. And Corey, for you, Vandersloot didn't have to leave Chicago. She could have stayed in Chicago and been the person. But what did she choose to do? She chose to go and try to ride on the Liberty to try to get her a raise.
She had to leave. She did
not have to leave. Why did she have to leave? Why?
The team was broken up, man. You saw what they did this year. That was it.
So the team was broken up.
Because the best player on that squad left.
She still stayed in Chicago and been the person.
And then it would have been a 14-win team by herself.
She's an assist player. Her assist player, her main person left that she assists to, and now you saying just stay there and assist to nobody. Don't worry about it. Just stay here.
So that makes it okay.
It was okay. Yes.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. So see, y'all have a one-way street.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all do. Because it's okay for other players to go and build a super team.
But no, I'm like Steve-O. You know what I'm saying?
But the Aces bring in 1 team, and that is a super team.
No, Kanisha, we did have a problem. We definitely had a problem. We definitely had a problem with KD jumping on over to the Warriors. We definitely did.
But get this though, Candace Parker came to the Aces. I think Candace Parker maybe played 15 games top this year.
After she left, how many games did they lose?
You tell me.
2.
Who lost 2?
The Aces. After she went out.
That's my point to y'all. Bringing Candace Parker did not make them a super team. They already had a good team.
And that's what I'm saying. What lost me and G was they stacked the deck.
And we didn't out. So she out and they're still there.
Before she was out, we didn't agree with it. Before when she was playing, we wasn't on. We had already done. Hey, here go my Aces. You know, and not that we were hating against. We were just like, listen, somebody else. We just need somebody else to compete because they were gonna steamroll.
Y'all hating because like I said, we can argue about this till next week. But like I say, we bring 1 player, they bring 2. Ours become a super team, and theirs didn't.
But the difference is your team would have been there anyway. Your team was gonna be there regardless in that coming out of the what is it, West, right? They were gonna be there anyway.
Yeah, Candace was a free agent. Yeah, you're absolutely right. She was a free agent. I just don't agree with her going to a team that just won the championship. That's like you're saying, Snack. You're saying that's like Jordan leaving and going to Detroit. No, after they won. No, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that.
You know, we will never agree on this.
Never gonna agree with that. Never.
So I just hope y'all not sad when these 5 games.
So do you think when she left, she was chasing a ring?
She already had a ring.
I'm saying, was she chasing this last one? Because this is gonna be her last season, right?
Why would she want to chase a ring? She already had a ring.
Then why she choose the Aces?
She got 2 rings.
But I'm saying
she got 2 rings, so she's not chasing rings.
What do you think she's doing?
You want to tell me what she's doing?
What do you
Let me tell y'all what she was doing.
Yeah, what's she doing?
She going to the sisterhood.
Oh,
hey.
God, man. I knew that would end the show. I knew that would do it.
Thank you for that outro music. Yeah.
Snack don't agree with us, man. He said, get over that nonsense. Corey and G, yo, I know, man. We don't know why we can go do this with my boy. She just wants another ring before she calls it quits.
Best option.
The most rings, G. It's always about who has the most rings. That's why I think she went there. Absolutely, I agree. I think she went there for the rings. I've never been okay with a ring chaser, man. Never been okay with a ring chaser. Hey, man. Great show. Episode 40 in the books. My guy, Stack Panther. Not your average guy, Steve-O. Alvin Jameson. James Littlejohn. Rodney Littlejohn. None other than my dog. I already said Alvin Jameson, our great sponsor. Kanisha Davis. Man, I missed our dog. I had a game for us too, man. Oh, shoot. Make sure for the thing turn back off. There we go. All right, there we go. Who else is out here? Oh, my guy Joe Hurtum. Hey, man, appreciate you rocking with us, man. Make sure you hit that follow button, that subscribe button on YouTube, if you will, big dog, man. We appreciate it. And if you got any questions, man, put it in my DM, dog, over there on Twitch.
Can't believe this dude get an Oreo on us. Made this thing.
Who else was out there? Nadine, my beautiful wife, Crystal Wright, my dog, Kamarie White. Make sure y'all check him out every Tuesday. And my wife as well, every Monday. That's right. My guy, Deontay Jones, man. Appreciate you jumping on, big homie, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. Anybody else out there we may have missed, man? Oh, JP.
They trying to play us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, charge it to my eyes, man, not my heart, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Hey, have a great week, man.
They ain't gonna tell our wives. Look at the squad.
Keep your head on swivel, man, and keep God first, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, baby. We out.
Peace. Better get it. Oh, that dude, man.
Well,
I'm gonna wait till Crystal and you should come on.
I always try to start something, boy. Want to be starting something.